Great.
Good to get to chat with everybody. I this movie was an absolute blast, as is the whole franchise. So I mean, kudos to everybody for keeping it as hilarious as always. But I'm
Thank you,
curious,
sir.
this is the second movie since, I mean, well, the first movie really since Miami. So I mean, how did the concept for the hunt for QAnon really come about?
This is a classic cart before the horse, which is Paramount Plus, where the movie comes out on the 23rd. Came to us and said, "Would you want to do like a feature-length special?" And we're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Let us finish." They're like, "Would you like to do one that is called Reno 911: The Hunt for QAnon?" And we were like, "Oh wait, you're giving us a title? Is the title sort of mandated?" And they're like, "Yes, the title is a mandate. That's what it's going to be called." And we're like, "That seems like a crazy title. How would we even come up with a movie for that?" And then
so it's like a book report.
we did. And then we did. Yeah, it's great. Sometimes it's great to have, like, you have to know what the strike zone is to throw at. Otherwise, what else, So it was a pretty weird title. But as you can see, I think it turned into a pretty smashing film.
So what was it then like for everybody to really sort of come together, especially since this came on the heels of the shift from Quibi to Roku and then to Paramount? I mean, what was that like for all of you, making that leap over for the special?
Cedric, do you want to address that and what you did?
And what I did,
Do you want to take ownership of that?
Did it change your craft? I don't think we even noticed. We're just standing around in the outfits doing shit.
I'm always surprised that people still want us around. I mean, I love us. It's still unfathomable that other people love us and are still giving us opportunities to still be able to play with each other and hang out. That's really how I feel about doing the series and then to be able to do these two films now. It's still just really shocking that that we still get to do this.
And I think we just make everybody feel better about themselves because we're really awful.
I think that's part of it.
Public service. That's a real public service. And I think that's what keeps us coming.
It seems impossible that there are people as stupid as we are, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're doing it with so much sincerity.
That's true.
Yeah.
And we're equal opportunity idiots. So we're all really dumb. And
we're not mad at anybody.
So no one can be offended.
Has anyone?
Everyone can be offended.
Have we ever had somebody come through our world that wasn't a total idiot? I was trying to think. Everybody.
Christina Applegate.
What about reading?
Christina Applegate wasn't an idiot. That's right.
See me. What about reading Ron? He was kind of smart, but we
But he had a nervous breakdown by the end.
We did that to him.
Yeah, they're either dumb or damaged or ideally both.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ideally both.
Yeah.
He was damaged, not dumb.
What Shuli Cohen was that Shuli from FBI agent who we kept asking about coffee and
she kept sending us for coffee.
Yeah. Maybe she was smart.
No,
I don't think so.
I think there's a weird thing about us, which is if you look at why the show can go for so long, are we like the Simpsons characters in some ways? Like, even if we age a little bit, it doesn't really matter because we're all such a sort of a caricature of a person anyway, that it's like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah,
we're like Wile E. Coyote. You can stick as much dynamite.
And Dangle is just like, remember that original Homer that's like a little more squiggly?
A little weirder looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm just the other thing of that, but it's like, I think we'll just keep doing that. Yeah.
So since you mentioned, that people still want to see the show continue and everything. I mean, I remember before Quibi got shut down, you guys had already been renewed for an 8th season. And so I'm curious, is that still, are you guys still working on that? Or are you going to wait to see how people respond to the special before things continue?
There's more Reno to come. There's more Reno. I'm not sure when it's coming, but there's more Reno to come. It is, we got a lot of good stuff in the can waiting to be revealed to the world. So they Quibi went under day 3 of a 12-day shoot of season 8.
Not the first time that's happened to me and Ben.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
When we got canceled off CBS, I was also dressed up in a funny outfit. I usually pick right when we're going to get canceled to like either take off all my clothes or like do some like little prank. And then that's right when everyone else is on the phone and they're like, hey, we just got canceled, by the way. Yeah.
We like to break things, and we broke it.
We broke Quibi. We broke Quibi.
We were actually a big hit. We were like, for Quibi, we were one of the hits, guys.
I know.
We were one of the great things about the Quibi system.
That's what I think broke it. We were so loved and good and amazing that they couldn't handle it.
That people just dipped. They can't do it anymore.
Too hard.
Thanks for the 3 minutes. I'm out.
Yeah.
It was so funny. When we went into Quibi, we were gonna do. Remember, Quibi was like it was gonna be like 10-minute episodes, and then they're like, no, we tested it. No one's gonna watch 10-minute episodes. Oh my god, please don't make a 10-minute episode.
5.
It just kept getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and then we kept doing tons of stuff for the camera flips.
Yeah.
And then at some point they're like, no one cares anymore. Please stop doing that. No one cares. We did like whole complicated things where you could see one thing or something else.
Yeah. It felt
as timeless as smell-o-vision.
Yep.
Exactly. It felt like we were exploring like in Cinerama.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we were all just standing around going like, can you see me now?
Mm-hmm. It's like when they tried to show Creature from the Black Lagoon in 3D on TV and it did not work.
Didn't work at all.
Didn't work, guys.
But I think what it works for us is, and maybe it's just surprising, is that when people do see Reno, it's like, wow, they didn't phone this in. This is still really, really, really funny. They're still really good. They care. They care how stupid they are, and we do.
If anything, we got somehow emboldened by the canceling of every other TV show, cop TV show. I feel like in a certain way, it kind of wrote us a blank check of like, all right. And then they're like, can you do a QAnon thing? We're like, that's insane, but sure.
So for my final question then, I mean, what was it? You were given QAnon as the topic, but did you find that you had to do a lot of research for that? Or was it just very borderline or basic surface level kind of stuff?
I don't recall doing any research at all other than looking for outfits. Did anybody do any? Ben, you did some research? I did not.
I looked up the alphabet and it's between P and R.
Yeah, no, I did zero research.
Reno, we tend to, everybody who we arrest is an idiot. And they're predominantly, we wrestle with a lot of weird loser white guys who are crazy, whether it's Toby Huss or Chris Tallman or Jackie, the hooker that throws pickles at us. Like we do a lot of wrestling with really dumb, crazy white people who are positive that they're right about something that's crazy. So, and we're saying, no, you're not right about that. No, put that down. And so Q was right in our strike zone. It was just great.
It was always waiting to happen in a way. Like if you look at the first episodes, the seeds are there. The Q seeds are there.
There's nobody ever, I would say, on our show that you would say, well, there's no way that person's in here. Like every single person on our show, you'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. That person goes home and Googles the Dealey Plaza thing. Absolutely. I could totally see Chris Tallman and Toby Huss and 80 Miles' character on Dealey Plaza waiting for the return of JFK Jr.
Yeah, weird thing about Reno 911.
Not just the criminals, but some of our just cop members could be that as well.
For sure. And I will say the weird thing about Reno 911, certainly the people that are not into QAnon in my social media feeds are very excited about the movie. And the couple of little ones that I think might be Qs are also very excited about the movie, which I find fascinating. Somehow we're everything to everybody, and I love it.
I know sometimes I'm like making a video that's like way, insulting to a certain part of the population. And somebody who clearly is part of that is like, that was hilarious. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Good. Yeah, take it. Enjoy.
It's better to be talked about than to not be talked about.
Exactly. Oscar Wilde. And enough is as good as a feast, which was Quibi's actual tagline. Enough is as good as a feast. Oscar Wilde. This is why we gave you Quibi.
Well, I am glad to hear that we are getting to come back with you guys for another special and for more in the future. And I can't wait to spread the word about this one. Thank you guys all so much for taking the time to chat. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Legalize it.
Keep it legal.
Keep it legal, which it is literally everywhere now almost.